Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys. Now on today's video, I'm gonna show you or maybe explain to you about Cisco CCNA DAM test. Okay. On this word files, I have exactly 100 question about uh, CCNA growth course test about this DAM. Uh, I'm gonna explain the question to you. What is the right answer and why this is answer is wrong. But I'm not gonna make it 20, so not making this too long for the video. And for the question I have right here, I'm gonna set this by file by PDF on the description below, so you can maybe see what is the right question and maybe you can, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna first with the first question. I'm gonna going in order, so from 1 so to 20. I'm gonna explain 20 question right here. So, uh, okay. Question number 1. Mention two benefits of network automation. Choose two. Okay, the right answer is A, reduce operational cost, and C, faster chance with a more reliable results. Result. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, why this the answer is here? I mean, this is the right answer. Number the A and C option, because reduce operational costs, automating repetitive tasks, reduce of the numbers of the engineering hours required of the network out maintenance with a direct lower operational expenditures. Or maybe for the smart or the short result of text, of X, and C, faster change with more reliable results. Script and automation tools execute configuration in seconds. Okay. So rather than minutes, because the computer follows the exact instruction without typos or typo. In Indonesian accent typo. Okay. The change are consistent, predictable, and free of human error. Okay. Why is the answer of the B, D, and E is wrong? Okay. First with B, reduce hardware size. It's wrong because automation is a software-driven process. It does not physically shrink or reduce the hardware size of network equipment. And D, fewer network failures. It's wrong because while automation minimizes human errors, it cannot entirely eliminate or guarantee fewer network failures caused by hardware defect, fiber cut, or maybe a power outage, power shutdown maybe. Okay, the E, improve network security. It's wrong. Security is not an inherited baseline benefit of automation itself. A poorly written automation script can actually deploy a tricky vulnerability across a network faster than a human can hold. I mean, human code. Hmm. Okay, second question. Which command allows router to become a DHCP client? The answer is this: IP address DHCP. Okay. Why? IP address DHCP went up to a specific interface like uplink or to an ESP. This command explicitly instructs the router to request and accept the IP address this from an upstream DHCP server. Okay, why the B and C and D is wrong? I'm sorry, there is a bicycle, motorcycle cross. Okay, B, IP have address. It's wrong because IP have address. It used to configure a router to act as a DHCP relay agent, forwarding DHCP request from a local client to remote DHCP server. C, in the other hand, IP-DHCP port. It's strong because it used to configure a router as DHCP server to assign IP address to other device. Okay. And the IP-DHCP client, it's strong in is in an incomplete or invalid Cisco iOS command for assigning an IP interface address via DHCP. Okay, this is basically a really invalid. You can try this on the user or something as an later. It's just gonna be invalid. Okay, I'm gonna go in the next question. Which design element is considered a best practice when implementing an 802.1 on the wireless infrastructure? Okay, the right answer is C. Uh, Assign non-overlapping channels to access points that are physically close to each other. In the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum used by 800 blah blah blah, adjust access point must be configured on non-overlapping channels, uh, typically 1.1, 6, and 11, to prevent a code channel interference, which degrades wireless performance. Okay, why is ABND is wrong? A is wrong because disabling TPC transmit power control is a bad practice. Keeping enable hours APs to dynamically adjust power level to avoid interfering with each other. B is wrong because 800 802.11b has a maximum theoretical rate of 11 megabytes per second. 54 megabytes belong to 802.11a or 802.11g networks. D is wrong because eliminating the speed artificially to 5 megabits decrease user experience and does not utilize the full capability of the 802.11b standard. Okay, the next question. When configure IPv6 on an interface, which two IPv6 multicast groups are joined? The answer is D and E. Ah, okay. The answer D, it just not selling local multicast address. Every IP6 enable interface must join this group to receive local network broadcast. And E, this is all routers link local multicast address. Every IP56 enable router interface joins this group to listen to router socialization message from local host. Why E, B, and C is wrong? I'm gonna explain one of them. Okay, I'm gonna explain C. Okay, C is wrong because it defines unique local address (UL), which are IPv6 equivalent of private IPv4 addresses. Okay, number five. Which statement about JSON is a correct? JSON, you can say it JSON or maybe JSONs. The correct answer is B. Okay, why? It used to describe structured data that includes array. JSON or JSON JavaScript object notation is a data format explicitly designed to represent structured data in a hierarchy using key value for object and ordered list arrays. Why other is wrong? Okay, first A is wrong because angle brackets or angle brackets is prefinite stack are characteristic of XML and HTML, where JSON use query braces uh, like this for the braces. Wait a minute. Okay, okay, this is we will Maybe this one. And square brackets, square brackets. Oh, just like this. Square brackets. And by the way, C is wrong because JSON is a data interchange format used to transport and structure data, not a database program, meant to permanently store information. And D is wrong because JSON is actually known for being highly latent and less verbose and XML. The next question, number 6. Uh, which type of IPv6 address provide communication across subnet and cannot be routed on internet? The answer is unique local. Why? Unique local address use the prefix of app c abc 00 point 0.2 slash 7. They are designed to rotate freely across internal, corporate, subnet, and local interface sites. But routers are programmed to drop them at the internet boundary. Okay, why is the a global multicast ring local and multicast is wrong? Because global multicast addresses are public addresses that are globally routable on the public internet. C is wrong because ring local address are limited to a single local subnet and cannot be routed cross subnet at all. D is wrong because multiple addresses are used to one-to-many communication, not point-to-point communication across internal subnets. And number 7, which command prevents password from being stored in the plain text in the configuration on the router switch? On a router or a switch. The answer is surface password encryption. Okay, why? This global configuration uh, triggers a Cisco software features that automatically encrypt a current and future plain text password, like a console and VTP lines. In the configuration file using a type 7 obscure algorithm. Why the enable secret uses Cisco username Cisco password blah, blah, blah. And enable secret is wrong because enable secret only has the specific password requires to enter private exit mode. It does not protect other plain text password just like line PTY console password in the configuration. C is wrong because username Cisco password encryption is synthetically incorrect for Cisco iOS configuration. D is wrong because enable password actually store and enable password in the plain text, which is the opposite in what it is requires request. I mention to southbound AP. Just to is A and B. Why? A standard communication protocol allowed an SDN controllers they quickly instruct the forwarding plan of network switches and the netcov, a network management protocol development by IETF that allows an SDN controller to secure, install, manipulate, and delete configuration on network devices. Why C, D, and E is wrong? C, REST. That because REST is stand for representation state transfer. It primarily used as an not-bound API for application to talk down to a network controllers. D is wrong because COBRA or stand for Common Object Request Broker architecture is an older software component standard, but a modern SDN southbound network API. A. Wrong. DSC, yes, DSC. Desire State Configuration is a management platform by Microsoft using a for OS and server deployment with a Cisco or SDN Southbound Network Interface AP. Okay, number 9. Which sequence of action satisfied multi-factors authentication requirement? The answer is B. Okay, why? The user enters a username, password, and clicks notification in an authentication app on mobile device. This satisfied MEA because it combines two complete independent authentication factors. Something that you know, username, password, or something that you have, like a physical mobile device with the app. Okay. The A is wrong because key mob and emailing are both physical. Wait, okay, there is so much vehicle outside. A is wrong because a key fob and emailing are both physical and possession based on items, something that you have. The two MFA requires factors from the different categories: knowledge, possession, and inheritance. C is wrong because a PIN and RSA token token key both fall into a single combined mechanism. Position knowledge tied to one token system rather than separation independent factors. See, I mean, D is wrong because entering a username and password twice is simply repeating the same factor, something that you know, on two different screens. Mm. And number 10, which two Cisco DNA center capable make it easier to scale? SB and D. Okay, B is KD that support interaction with a third-party network equipment. SDKs, software development kits, allow developers to connect Cisco DNA and this is Cisco DNA center with other vendors, device and external system. This improves scalability because organizations are not limited to only Cisco device. As the network grows, new tools and equipment can still work together through this SDK integration. And B, less API that allows external application to interact directly with Cisco DNA Center. Why? Because REST APIs enable automation and communication between Cisco DNA Center and external applications. APIs make it possible to make a configuration like data integrate monitoring system, manage a large environment efficiency. This greatly helps scaling because administrator can manage many devices and services programmatically instead of manually, while the others are incorrect. Okay. Uh, why is a adapter that I mean yes adapter that support or Cisco iOS software but families is wrong because it's more about configurability, not scalability. Also, Cisco DNA centers does not rely on adapters as a major scalability features. C is wrong. A dedicated version of small, medium, and large enterprise Cisco DNA center does not have a separation edition, specially designed by company size in this way. Scalability comes from architecture and integration, not separation product question. He is not right because model design can be expanded as need. This sounds logically correct, but it's not one of the official Cisco as center capabilities. Okay, for the next question is number 11. An email user was ticket to clicking a link in an email sent by a company. security organization. The web page that opened the report page was file, but the link maybe have content malicious code. What type of security program was implemented? Okay, user awareness. Why? Well, okay, I'm sorry. I just knocked something. Okay, this is the answer. Why user awareness control interval phishing simulation are designed to test employees' vigilance, failing to detect safely, educates the user how to spot error malicious email in the future, rising over security awareness. Uh, a physical access control is wrong because of physical access control used with fence, lock, and badges and biometric scanners to secure rooms. Social engineering attack is wrong. What a malicious hacker perform because this is international set up by the company's internal security organization. It is a controlled test or training drills. She is wrong because a brute force attack involves systematically guessing a password or cryptographic keys until the correct one is found. Hmm. 12. What the type of wireless encryption used for VPSU in preset key mode? The answer is oh, I'm sorry, the other one is so loudly noisy. Uh, the WPSU standard mimics the use of Advanced Encryption standard combined with CCMP, with natively utilizing strong 256-bit encryption key to secure wireless data file. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna my top is gonna I'm gonna post this uh, a bit. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. A and B, it's wrong because RC4 and TKV are the instructor protocol utilized by the original WIB and WBS standard, both of which are deficient. Deficient. Uh, yes, deficient. Okay. Four, it's wrong because while WPSU relies on the Advanced Encryption Standard (EES), it explicitly implements CCMP which utilizes a stronger MCQ encryption and field, making the is the standard industry designed for WPSU enterprise PSK deployment. Okay, 13. Which of two requires must meant for SSH to operate properly on a Cisco iOS switch? Choose two. It's A and B. Okay. Okay, why? The switch must run a AK9 crypto iOS image. SSH requires a cryptographic algorithm like SH to generate a keys and encrypted traffic. This algorithm are only packet inside a Cisco K9 crypto-enabled software imaging. The IP domain name command must be configured on the switch. Cisco iOS use a combination of the hostname and the IP domain name to generate a unique LSH cryptographic key files request to state SSH server daemon. Uh, C is wrong because they use switch cannot SSH via management IP SPI without needing layer 3 IP routing enable. This is wrong because while configuring local authentication or rent password is requires to log in, a physical console password is not technical requirement for the remote SSH daemon to activate. It's wrong because while disabling telnet is higher recommended for security, SSH can technically run simultaneously alongside terminal. Okay. Uh, 14. What type of address is the public IP address of net device? Is inside global. Why? Cisco, inside global, in Cisco net terminology, inside refers to your local network and global refers to public internet. Therefore, the public internet routable IP address assigned to your edge router outside interface is the inside global address. You understand? Hmm? Okay. Why is the A wrong? Because outside global address is a public IP address assigned to a uh, I mean host located completely outside the network on the internet. Be it wrong, because outside local address is how external host appears inside the device, usually and identical to outside global whose double net is used. Be it wrong, because inside local address is a private IPv4 address assigned to internal host on a private LAN. Hmm. The NF are wrong because outside public and inside public are invalid, non-existent terms in Cisco terminology. Okay, we have oh, 5 more until 20. How does HSIP provide first hop redundancy? Okay, the answer is D. Why? As it SRP group multiple physical routers into a single logical unit and host computer point to static virtual IP gateway. The active physical routers handles the traffic sent to that virtual IP and virtual MAC address. If it fails, the standby routers instead take over those virtual addresses. And the other is wrong. A is wrong because this describes equal cost multifaceted ECMP routing which occurs first data layer 3 between the routers, not first hop client identity. B is wrong because this describes standard layer 2 switch forwarding and forwarding mechanism, VLAN behavior. Default gateway evidence. C is wrong because this is described load balancing packet sparing, which is RP does not notify to do. Okay, now the 16. Uh, in what way does the spine and the lead architecture allow scalability when additional access ports are required? Answer is B. Okay, why? To scale out the network port capacity, you simply add a new lead switch. By writing it directly to every access spine switch, you add capacity with a predictable single hop latency across the entire fabric. Why the others is wrong? A is wrong because spine switches do not connect to other switches. And lip switch is do not connect to other lip switches in a standard closed network architecture. B is wrong because simply upgrading the speed of spine uplink increase a bandwidth, but it don't scale out the quantity of access port. C is wrong because a lip switch must connect to every spine switch to ensure predictable latency and full fat redundancy. Connecting to local single core spine create a single point of failure. 17. Which two actions are performed by the waiting random early detection mechanism? Is A and D. Okay. A, why is that? While we will look at the quality of the service QoS cost, making on packets. When buffer fills up, it aggressively drop low priority traffic while protecting high priority data. D. It can reduce congestion by preventing requests from the becoming full. By randomly discarding a small percentage of TCP packets before buffets are completely filled, it forced TCP senders to slow down the transmission rates, dynamically clearing network congestion. I'm gonna explain maybe just one. I'm gonna explain the A. Why? It's wrong because protocol discovery is handled by traffic inspection classification engines, not pure hop algorithm. We're just gonna go to 18. A network engineer must back up 20 network routers configuration globally in a customer environment. Which protocol allows engineer to perform this manufacturing using the Cisco iOS MIB? Okay. The answer is SNMP DB1. Why? The Simple Network Management Protocol SNMP is basically built to interact with management information based MIBs using specific object identifier or its SNMP command can instruct a router to copy configuration file to a backup server. A is wrong because CDP, the Cisco Discovery Protocol, as a neighbor discovery protocol used to find directly connected Cisco device, not to pull data from a MIB database. C is wrong because SMTP, Simple My Transfer Protocol, is an application layer protocol to access exclusively send emails. Okay. ARP is wrong because other resolution protocol is a local mapping protocol used to map an IPv4 address a hardware MAC address. 19. A frame entering a switch files the frame check sequence with the two interface content increment. Okay, the answer is D and E. Hmm. Why? Uh, D. CRD cycle redundancy checks is a mathematical calculation to verify the frame check sequence. If the math does match, the CRCL counter sticks up and input error. This is an umbrella control on Cisco interface. Any malform packet that checksum or physical error on an incoming frame automatically increase the total input errors encountered, while the other is wrong. A is wrong because run is a frame that specifically small and regular minimum Ethernet size of 64 bytes. B is wrong because giant is a frame that exceeds the maximum legal standard Ethernet size of 1518 megabytes, not megabyte, bytes. C is wrong because frame encounter includes specifically when a packet has a bad CRC and an odd non-integer number of tickets, which is distinct from the basic standalone FCS or CRC failure. Okay, now we are on last question and we're gonna explain. Number 20. When OSPF runs multiple files to a network, how does OSPF choose the route? The answer is C. Why? Uh, C is C. It divides the reference bandwidth of 100 megabytes by the actual bandwidth of the interface as to calculate the route with the lowest cost. Okay. OSPF calculated path method using a formula. Cost equal references bandwidth slash and I don't know how to say the slash and cost uh, plus equal calculation calculations band bandwidth. Uh, it's down this it should be a slash. I don't know how to do it, and just I'm gonna go just like this with interface band and bandwidth. Oh, band band it is band bandwidth. I can just like that. It's total the cost value along each path and selected the route with the lowest cost. Why the others A, B, and D is wrong? Because A is wrong because multiplying a K value by 256 is the formula component used by ARGRP, not OSPF. B is wrong because OSPF does not calculate routes to find the lowest bandwidth. It calculates minimum metric cost. D is wrong because hop counting is the routing metric calculation method utilized exclusively by ARP, routing information protocol. Okay, there are folks. The 20% of CCNA dumb question that I explained. I am sorry if I explained maybe too fast or maybe too slow and so much noisy from the mic and noisy sound that I made. And I'm sorry if there is my English is too bad. So I'm maybe say something wrong about this. Uh, uh, what I say wrong sentence me. Okay, I'm very sorry, but that's all. I'm gonna share the link on this my description. Thank you for watching me. Let's see each other next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.